This is the Israfel, a 50% split ortholinear, low-profile Lego keyboard. And to answer the question, it's $65. So when KBDCraft reached out and asked if I wanted to build this keyboard, I of course said yes. Now, as you probably expect, these aren't technically Legos. For all intents and purposes, that's pretty much what they are. And to clarify the previous statement, yes, this entire keyboard, keycaps, switches, and all are $65 in total. In this video, I'm going to build the Israfel and show you how it performs. This keyboard was provided by KBDCraft, but no restrictions were placed onto me, no recommendations. But anyways, let's just get on with building. This is the full kit and comes with some goodies. The main body of the keyboard is the PCB, plastic plates, and bricks for the case. The switches are their own depth charge nitrogen switch, and their keycaps are their keycap LP, or low profile. On top of this, it does come with stabilizers that are pre-lubed, but I can't find a listing for them. It also comes with a Lego style manual that you follow to build a keyboard, as well as the case. Also a switch plus keycap puller, and finally, a yellow cable. Now honestly, by now, you've probably seen keyboard building a million times, so I'm just gonna speed through it. Alright, review time. First, let's go through its pros. The typing feeling is pretty fun. The plastic plate combined with the quote-unquote gaskets make it a very bouncy experience. Now obviously, not everyone liked this, but I find it quite nice. Next, the bit of tenting is noticeable. It's only 3 degrees, and I'm not about to say it makes a world of a difference, but I can feel it. On top of this is a semi-splittable keyboard, which means you can rotate each half, fixing the wrist deviation issue. While this is clearly not designed to be a portable keyboard, it's actually not bad at it. You can quite easily swing this thing 180 and slip it into a bag. Finally, the switches are pretty alright. Now this is my first custom low profile board, so I can't compare it to say Chalk's, but in my inexperienced opinion, these are pretty alright. Pre-lubed, reasonably smooth, and sound alright. No spring ping, but a tiny bit scratchy and okay and wobble. They are MX style low profiles, just for reference, so you can swap them out for Gaterons. Here, take a listen. Due to the tenting being inside of the case, it does make it somewhat hollow. But speaking of downsides, now the not so great. I'm not a fan of the connection method. While I'm not exactly worried about durability, it just kind of ruins the vibe. If they had shipped a completely white cable or black cable for the black case, I honestly think it'd be fine. But it being a generic multicolor cable makes it look unfinished, although perhaps that falls better in line with the DIY vibe. Next, this hinge mechanism is atrocious. This entire keyboard rests on this hinge when not locked in place by this nibbin on the bottom, which means it's very easy to accidentally do this. Repair-wise, obviously, it's no biggie, but it's still annoying and makes me quite worried about the hinge piece. Finally, and most importantly, the tolerances are meh. The brakes are obviously fine for usage, but they certainly could fit better. But despite that, all in all, this is still pretty great. For $65, you're essentially getting both a Lego set and a fully working keyboard. Now, I won't necessarily say that you should use this as your main keyboard, but that doesn't mean you can't. I've been using this for the last month essentially, and I've had no problems with it. So honestly, I'd say go for it.